It's early spring, and residents of Azerbaijan's capital, Baku, are shaking off the remnants of a bleary Caspian winter, moving into the streets to take advantage of late-day sunlight. In old Baku, it can feel as if little has changed since the days when it was a pit stop for caravans on the Silk Road between Asia and Europe. Carpet vendors are still abundant, and tourists dine in buildings that once served as shelters for camels in those caravans. But outside the walls of old Baku, everything has changed. Just 20 years after throwing off its Soviet shackles, Azerbaijan is on fire, boosted by increased global demand for oil and proven reserves of at least 7 billion barrels. The World Bank says the Azeri GDP has increased ninefold since current President Ilham Aliyev took over from his father in 2003. About 15% of that growth now comes from public spending. 4 years ago, President Aliyev set out to transform the country with a series of public works projects rivaling Roosevelt's New Deal in America. And transform the president has. Construction cranes litter the skyline, and buildings by world-class architects like Zaha Hadid are abundant. Memorials to atrocities committed by the Soviets and neighboring Armenians remind locals of the legacy they have left behind. City streets are kept spotless, and new facades are appearing on unsightly Soviet-era apartment blocks. In a cavernous room on the outskirts of Baku, one of the most sophisticated traffic management systems in the world has been installed with South Korean help. Hundreds of cameras across the city of 2 million keep streets unclogged and track scofflaws with an ease that would make New Yorkers jealous. Azerbaijan's booming private sector is stepping up as well. Baku is home to the first Four Seasons hotel in the former Soviet Union, as well as the world's largest KFC franchise, housed in a palatial building dating back to the early 1900s. The luxury sector is booming, and new shopping malls are sprouting on the Caspian Sea shoreline. Even Donald Trump is getting in on the action, putting his name on a super luxurious residential building with sweeping views of Baku and a design to match the country's towering ambitions. Construction should be complete by the summer of 2013. For Azeris who lived through the past's darker days, it all translates into a better quality of life. Poverty rates have plummeted in the last decade, from 50% to below 8% now. President Aliyev is laying the groundwork for a post-oil era, and Azeris are clearly stepping up to the challenge.